Good morning. How the hell are you? Good morning, everybody. How the hell are you? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are we? We got packages. We got an Adam Hartman. Oh my God. Anyway, we got a package. I got to turn that volume down. That's just terrible. That's just terrible like that. All right, there we go. That won't happen again. Sorry. We got a package from Sorcerer Stan. We have a package from Adam Hartman made. We have a mystery package from Keys, Metals, Nuts, and Bolts. Something very small in there. And we got this big old package here from Supreme Ginger Stacker. So let's open that crap up, should we? Crap, yeah. Oh, I'm not talking real good. I went through, I don't know how many Canadian nickels I went through last night until the wee hours of this morning. And I finished up going through all the pennies, Canadian pennies. And I got to bed at about 4 o'clock this morning and woke up at 8:30, so I'm not thinking real good right now. Anyway, as I got done with it this morning, I wanted to, oh my good God in heaven. Oh my good God in heaven. Son of a bitch. I'm not thinking real clear right now. And in about an hour, I got to go down and get my neighbor's dog because I'm babysitting this weekend. So I got to go down and let her out in the middle of the day, bring her up here, have some fun with her, take her home about 3:34 when his daughter gets out of school. Or, yeah, from her, she's got a trip. Nah, she's in school right now. She's got a trip, what was it, Saturday or Sunday. She's going someplace across the state for a dance competition. And he right now is at drill up in Minnesota. He can't come home. He's up at, where the hell is it? Way up there anyway. And I know I've been up there. I just can't think of the name right now. And he can't come home. So I go down and she takes care of the dogs at night. And then I go down and take care of them during the day. So there you go. Good thing he only lives a mile away, huh? Yeah, I'm not real with it today. Not real with it today. Here's the keys, nuts, bolts, and stuff. Anybody want to guess where this one's from? It's from Dillon, Montana. I don't know anybody in Dillon, Montana. I know people in Montana. Well, it's in that package. Oh, right there. Look at that. I bought some gold from somebody. See, I bought a little bit of gold from somebody. I don't know. That's a Monarch Precious Metals. Oh, it was on an auction. Whose auction was that on? Now I remember. I was on an auction. Ah, shit. Might be Ashes. Yeah, this might be Ashes. So let's just take a gander in here, should we? Get this damn tape off here. There we go. I can reuse the bag over anyway. There. That way I can reuse the bag over. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got a little card that says thank you for your purchase. I'll reuse that. I reuse everything, man. Oh, this is from Keys. Okay. Yep, silver keys. Half gram gold. Should be a gram, but and the reason I bought this, if you look really close, you see that it's made by Monarch Precious Metals. You see that crown and everything. I have a another gold or a silver ounce of silver, same thing. But on the one side, this one has this one has the 4-leaf clover or 3-leaf clover. We'll get it here shortly. It'll focus. It's the 4-leaf clover. See, 4-leaf clover. My other one has a butterfly on that side. That's the silver one. So I wanted to get this one. Just I'm gonna pair them two up, and maybe I'll do a race for those. But yeah, okay. Now I remember. Now I know where it come from. That's the skis. I think this was she on Mama T's? Might have been on Mama T's. I don't know. Can't remember anymore. I can't remember. I get so much shit. So we'll put the gold right there, and then we got this one from Adam Hartman made. And I know this is a Canadian coin. I just don't know which one it is. Let me see here. How are we doing this? Yeah, we're gonna cut it this way. Yeah, we're going to cut it that way. That way I can reuse the package. All right, what we got? Look at that. We're just a 2-ounce big chunker. It's Canada Flying Eagle with a Canadian maple on it. It is a Canadian maple privy. It is a 2-ounce privy coin I wanted. You see, it's just that lady on that side. I gotta hold it closer, otherwise it tries to focus everywhere else but what you're trying to show it. All right. It doesn't want to focus on the coin because of the plastic. So we'll go like that. $8 denomination on a 2-ounce coin. Fucking stupid. I swear to God. Oh no, it's 1.25 ounces. Is that what it is? Let me see. Yeah, it's 1.5 ounces. 1.5 ounces, 2020. I don't know if that's a hawk or an eagle. But I don't think I had this one because it's got that maple privy on it. I think it's looks more like a hawk than an eagle, but I don't know. That's cool. Let's get a stand up here for it. We'll put that right there. You guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see it. Let's take this one off of here. We'll put that gold up there too. That's, it's cool, but not particularly that exciting, but it is cool. I know I wanted it for my collection. So yeah, those two pieces right there are going in my collection. And I think the one from Sorcerer Stan's also going to go in. Hey, Charles Kelly, how are you? Scratch and go. Gatita, hello. Hey, look what I got, Gatita. All I got to do is relabel. I got to relabel it. Tape it up and put a note in there, and it's coming your way probably tomorrow. So we got that going on. The life of a coin junkie. Yeah, I know. I got to look at, yeah. You never forget, huh? Did you see the opening of the video? You're looking. This is full of Canadian nickels that I just got done going through because I got the stuff out of there that I wanted. And then this is a box full of pennies, small pennies I went through. And you know, if you really want Canadian coins, I think my brother would sell them to you pretty reasonable. That's what he does with them. He goes through them. He's got books. He fills books, and then he's got extras. So I went through and got stuff that I wanted out of it. And actually, I found 3 1945 V nickels in there. I thought that was pretty good. I got a few 1920s out of there. A few more still 1930s. The most are the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Very few 90s, very few 2000s. I don't know when they stopped making them, but I have to look it up. And so a few 20s. I haven't found anything older than 1920. I say 3 45 V nickels. What else I find here? A few 30s. I don't know. I got my paper down there. What I'm missing. I think I'm missing mostly out of the 40s. 20s, 30s, and 40s. And then, well, you know, let me just tickle your fancy here. Let me see if I can find that paper. I got that paper in the bag with the coins that I'm buying. I am missing, a lot of the 90 pennies. 5 out of 10 of the 20s. 3 out of the 30s. 150, 160, 170. I got all the 80s. I got a 2001. I'm buying 64 pennies from him. And then the nickels, I'm missing a 58, 42, 43, 44, and a 48. I got all my 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half of them from the 30s, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 of them from the 20s. So I found 120. What did I find? 22. Found a 22. So I guess I'm buying 53 nickels minus 22, 32 nickels and 64 pennies. That's what I am buying from him. And he's got a ton more if you want to go through them, or just tell me what you want and then I'll ask you. That's just for my collection of stuff. That's not for reselling. I'm not going to resell them. The ones that I picked out and buying, those are the ones just for my collection. And I didn't see anybody up this morning after I went through all them pennies and nickels. So I got the mail. So I had to wait for a FedEx package. It's an appointment for a VA disability upgrade. I got to go to a evaluation meeting or some shit. And this is called the Veteran Evaluation Services, VES. So it's not the VA even doing it. They get all records from the VA and then they do their own assessment and then return that to the VA. So, you know, Elon, if you want to streamline shit and get rid of fraud, waste, and abuse, start looking at the fucking VA too. There's no fucking reason that the VA can't do this in-house. Just the only reason would be that you don't have the expertise to evaluate some of these injuries. That would be the only reason. So if we're going to do that, just subcontract the entire VA. Don't even make them government employees. Just hire them. Contract. Just contract the whole goddamn department out. You're contracting most of it out anyway. All right, let's go. Sorcerer Stan. I know what this piece is. This is a nice piece. This is a nice piece. I'm glad Stan put this one up for sale. God damn it. He's got some more Canadian I want, but until he puts it up for sale, I can't do anything about it. And it might be for his collection too. I just know that he's got some really nice Canadian stuff. And this one just might be extra for him. I don't know. Glad to see he reuses stuff too. Glad to see it. All right, we're double bagged, I know, because this is kind of a messed up piece to try and send. Triple bag. And see, he reused this bag too, so good on you, man. Triple bag. We got a lot of foam. This bag is also reused. Also a reused bag. Very fine. Very, very fine. Damn it, come on there, you son of a bitch. All right. What did we get? Put that down there. This is what we got. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, upside down, you dumb fucker. Canadian Mint. There's a little dealy whacker. See what it says? Dog Sled Team. I don't have this one. This is a wonderful piece, guys. I don't have this one. Nice piece, though. And this one comes in that nice hard plastic flip top. It just flips up like that. And this is what you get. Look at that, man. Isn't that a nice piece? And of course, it'd be upside down. So let's hold it like this then. Look at it. Sterling silver, $30. Royal Canadian Mint. Let's get that coin out there and take a look at it if we can get it out of there. All right, we'll take you out. There's the paperwork, all the pertinent information, as Joe says, in French and English. It is. Let me see. Number 6155, 6,155. How many were made? The artist is for the dog sled, Arnold Nagy, N-O-G-Y, Arnold Nagy. 31.5 grams of 925 silver. Trying to see how many were made. 15,000. So 15,000. There, I can push that out now. All right. This side is Her Majesty the Queen. Of course, you guys know that. This one is really nice. This one should be graded, man. Look at the cameo on that. And it's a $30 face value coin, but I swear to God, the Canadian Mint stands across a room and throws a dart at a dartboard. That's how they put denominations on coins. Isn't that a pretty coin? That's a beauty. Thank you, Sorcerer Stan, for putting that one up for auction. That's a wonderful, wonderful coin. I am glad to add that to my collection. Very happy to add that to my collection. All right, you get in there. Come on. There you go. Now, I want to know where this is supposed to go originally. I think that goes right in there originally. But we'll close that up and throw her in because we're going to need the room here. So we'll just put this stuff away. Yeah, so the Canadian Hawk or Eagle here, the 1.5 ounce, a dog sled. That's all going in my collection. I'll just put it over here for right now. And the gold's going out in my gold. and I'll pair that up with that silver piece that I got, and that'll probably go on the table. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. But here's the one that's been sitting around a while down at Ginger's place. And if you don't know, I and Ginger live in the same state. He just lives over to the southeast corner, the Quad Cities, as they call it. And I live up to the north central, northeast-ish kind of, north central, toward the east side. And I'm like 5 miles from Minnesota. He's like 5 miles from Illinois and maybe a county away from Missouri, or 2 counties away from Missouri. I used to live down there in Washington, Iowa, which is south of Iowa City. So I would have been about as south as Ginger, but I would have been west just a little further. Getting over to the Quad Cities would have taken me maybe half an hour. So not a big deal. Hour maybe, I don't know. All right. Hey, Bellows Forge. Freaking awesome. Nice to see you, bud. Vote for Pedro. Cheers, buddy. Break time, huh? Well, let's get this thing underway. Come on, you. Open up. Good tape. Oh, shit. Got peanuts in there. One thing I hate is packing peanuts. They might be essential, but I sure hate them. All right, I got an envelope with something in it here. I don't know what it is. I have to look. I've had this down at Ginger's for a while now, and it was just time to get it up here. It's nice. I mean, nice little envelope. That might be what he's got in here. Stickers and stuff. All right, hold up a sec. Oh, he's got all the COAs in there, too. All right. So I got another big Ginger sticker. I have a small... Oh, I got a magnet, buddy. I got a Ginger magnet. Look at that. A magnet. Cool. Big sticker. Cool. Here's Ginger's little thing there. So if you guys just want to, you can, I guess, if you got the app, click on that and go get Ginger's shit. Oh, hell. Look at that. He's even got it in red. Red and orange. So I don't know. Maybe that does something different. I don't know. But I have 2 COAs. I got Shadow Drake. I'm not sure which one it is. I'll have to look. 248 grams of copper. Oh, I know which one that is. And then I've got this channel logo, which is 1 of 1. And made in 2025 because I sent Ginger down a whole bunch of sterling silver to melt into a channel logo. 1.3 ounces. Look at that. That one's going to be cool. That one will be cool. Yes, I sent a whole bunch of crappy sterling silver down. There's no sense having it in that form. So I just sent it down to have it melted and made into something that was pretty. I mean, it was pretty at one time. They were a lot of Canadian nickels. I got to get this. I got to get this trash out of here. It's full, and we got to have a bag to put, or something to put peanuts in there. All right, so let's get a few peanuts out of here. Throw them in there. God, I hate peanuts. Okay, we'll take that out. I'll leave them in a box, I guess. I don't know. Take that out. Ooh, shit. I got a bunch of stuff, man. I'm telling you. shit. That's why I hate peanuts. Alright, paper's out of there. Got another one. Now I gotta start collecting them goddamn things. That one will go on the table, I'm sure. From his table to mine. That's great. I have another one of those. Let's see what we got here. Alright, what else we got here? Oh, we got tubes. I got generic tubes. I know he said he had some extra generic tubes, so yeah, I'll take them. I got shit I gotta put in them. And they're big enough to fit everything, so alright, I think that's it. You never know when you're looking. I don't know. Wait a minute. Oh, there's one little coin down there on the bottom. Yeah, if you would have thrown that away, you would have missed that. That's why I go through these peanuts again and again and again. And that one was under the flap of the box on the inside. That wasn't in a little package. So here's what I found in the peanuts. What is that? You see what that is? 2015 Superman. That's that Canadian Superman. Where'd that come from? That came from out of here. That's supposed to be inside. See? Supposed to be inside. In this little folderish thing here. You would think that the Canadian Mint would learn to either tape that down or close it somehow. But there, that's where that's supposed to go, right in there like that. That's not supposed to be running around in the wild. I got another one of these, but it was cheap enough, so I decided I'd get it. Might as well have two of them, huh? There was a series of coins they did that came in this kind of container. I got a few of them, but all right. What do I get here? Oh, this is that Australian lunar dragon. This one will probably go on my table. That's the purple one, I think. Yeah, because there's a series of these. What is there? 4 or 5 of them, I think. Okay, I can do that, Gatita. Yep. You just want your email, or do you want your mailing address? Both? Just one or the other? Okay, I can do both. Not a problem. Yeah, that one would have went in the trash had I not checked. I would have looked in there and say, oh, where's that at? And I would have looked through all this other stuff, and then I wouldn't have found it. You know, one of the hardest things, and I always put it in big bags as little gold like that. I found a piece, when was it? A couple days ago. I was out going through the safe, and I take stuff out and I set it down, and I rearrange it, put it back in or whatever. I found a piece of gold, a gram piece of gold, a little bar, laying on my bench that I forgot. That's a gram of gold. I mean, they're really hard to keep track of if you don't put them in a bigger bag. So that's what I kind of try and do. No problem. Oh. Like I said, I had to get some more coffee. I was up until 4 o'clock this morning going through those nickels and what was left of the pennies. And I finished the nickels this morning. I went to bed at 4. I got up at 8:30 this morning. I'm a tired mother humper. I got to have some coffee. Dudes, I got to have coffee. And as soon as I'm done with this, I got to go down to John's and get the Holly, the dog. Well, Ginger had more of these than he needed. But I got other coins that got to go in tubes. So I might as well put them in tubes. So I bought them. They're, they're just generic. They'll fit anything kind of tube. And I got something here. This must be the channel round, I'm thinking. The one that I had Ginger melt down and make for me. All right, trash. Comes in this nice little velvet bag. Ginger is on discussing these little bags the other day. Wanted to get bigger bags or smaller bags. Says these are good for 1 ounces, man. There it is. Look at that, man. Ain't that cool? That's cool. I don't care who you are. Let's see what he stamped on the back. I got to see this. So SGS 1.3 925 1 of 1. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted right there. I sent down some 925. I knew I had enough because I weighed it. So I wanted it over an ounce or an ounce and a little bit more. But yeah, everything is stamped right there down at the bottom. As you can see, let me hold it up here. Get a little closer. There you go. 1.3 ounce total, 925, 1 of 1, and SGS. There you go, man. That's what I wanted. That's cool. That one will probably sit on my stage for a while. I think I'm going to put that one up here with my, put it up here with my other poker chips. I think I can get it to stick. Yeah, maybe not. I'll get it stood up. I'll get it stood up one way or another, but I think that's where it's going to stay up there. And we'll just leave the bag over here, up here with that stuff. And then I don't know what else I got. I mean, I got a piece of copper in here, so let's get that out of here. You have to get Holly. Holly's a good dog. She's a golden doodle. And the only reason people have them is because they're hypoallergenic and they don't shed. But, if you don't know anything about golden retrievers, they're a good hunting dog, good retriever, but a stupid dog. Just fucking brain dead. And poodles and cockadoodle poodles, they're just stupid dogs. They're just stupid dogs. I had a Cocker Spaniel as a kid, and I didn't know anything about it. It's just a dog that we had that got poisoned in the little town we were in because the dog got into trouble. And didn't know much about the dog. Then we got a black lab. I knew more about that dog. That dog we had chained up by our other house after my dad died because we had to have a dog. Mom said we had to have a dog as kids. So we had that dog. I forget the name of that dog. Coco was the Cocker Spaniel. And I forget the name of the lab. It was a cross lab. I mean, it was a mutt, but it was a black lab. You could tell mostly. All right, what are we doing here? Got tape on everything, man. All right, there we go. I think this is a tube of Philharmonics, I believe. Yeah. It's still got the mint seal on, silver, with the logo on the top. I don't know what logo that is or where it comes from, but it looks like Swiss to me, or Austrian, or whatever. I think this is. Let me look here. Come on, open up. You son of a bitch. Yeah, Philharmonic soda from Austria. A lot of people don't like these coins, and I really shouldn't be handling them without gloves, but I don't really care. A lot of people don't like those coins because they're musical instruments. It's just way too cluttered, and they don't like music. What have musical instruments got to do with coins there? I got to bring it up here so it focuses. Look at all those musical instruments. Isn't that a lovely coin? And that is not a building. That is a fucking organ, a big organ. We went to Philadelphia and saw a big pipe organ in Philadelphia. It takes up 2 or 3 floors of a building. And I like it because it has smooth edge, not reeded of any kind, and it's not lettered. All right, so I got a tube of Phillies. I think that's my first complete tube? I don't know if that's my first complete tube or not. I probably got another about full tube out there. And that's all the Austrians I have, the Philharmonics. I say might have another half a tube, maybe. I don't know. I have to look though. I have to look. I'm trying to. I want to find that copper piece. I think that's this one, but all right, this one I'm not going to try and save. This one I am not going to try and save. The wrapping, the paper, the packaging. It's taped up too well. And there we go. I think maybe we can come on it. Come on, there, you son of a bitch. I don't do that either. Sure. Knock stuff down. Ah, dog, man. Ooh. There. Nothing else in the packaging, I hope. There's what that thing looks like. That's a hunk of copper there. I don't know what, copper not all that valuable, but I'll tell you what, sure is pretty. And there you are, stamped on the bottom. 200 and what, 43 grams? 248 grams. 999 fine copper, and then you got the little Supreme Ginger Stacker logo over there. Looks almost like a 4-leaf clover. Right down there on the point, you see it? Oh, come on, fucking camera. Right down there on the point, SGS. 4-leaf clover, got SGS in the leaves. That's a neat stamp. I've never seen that one before. Hey, Mrs. Coin Crew, how are you? What happened? Even the dumb ones, huh? Yeah, this dog has a really good nose. You can tell she's a golden because she's got a really good nose, but just the dumbest dog. And they don't have enough time to spend with her. It's the girl's dog, but she's in dance and she's going all over for competition. John's in reserve, so he's gone, and he also has a full-time job, or he's in the National Guard and a full-time job. So I will go down and take care of dogs. That's not a problem. I lost my dog 2 years ago, so I need a dog, and so I don't mind babysitting dogs. I do with my daughters all the time. So, but yeah, it's just I'm teaching the dog. I've got her trained to now shake on command, both paws. She does know how to sit. She pulls a little bit on a leash. If you keep a tight leash, no. If you give her slack, yes, then she'll pull sometimes, especially if she finds something she wants to go sniff. She likes to chase cats, but she doesn't kill them. She just likes to chase them, like most dogs. And if the cats wouldn't run, she wouldn't chase them. I don't know. She's just she's a lovable dog. Not the most intelligent dog I've ever had or ever seen. I guess maybe I could set this up a little bit better. We'll set that up like that. And we can set this one up too like that. Yep, yeah, and set him up. You know, you guys want to see a coin that I think is just a sleeper, and nobody's tell you. I might just keep this one. It's the Trans-Alaskan Pipeline coin in commemoration of 1976. President Ford visits pump station number 8. It's put out by the Alaskan Mint, Certified Mint Alaska. I think, and maybe it means more to me because I have been to Alaska. I walked under and boated under the Alaskan pipeline. So, but that's cool. That's about the year I went up there too. It was either 76 or 77 when I went up there. So that's a sleeper coin, I think. But I didn't get it from Ginger, so I'll put it back here for right now. And then we got the Philly harmonics right there. We'll put that out there too. All right, what do we got here? I think I don't know. This is Ike baby. Did I win something? I don't know. It's an Eisenhower, and yeah, I think I want to race. I don't know. Might be auction stuff. Because I got a peace dollar in there. I think it's 22, of which I have many 22s. There's a D though. There's a Denver Mint. Hold up a second. Where's my eyes? My old eyes are right here. Nope. S Mint mark. San Francisco Mint. They don't have too many S's. And this is a 23. I have a lot of 23s too, but not as many as 22. So let's put that one right there. That's not bad. I can do that. And then what do we got here? We got 67 Kennedy. We got 1 walker, 2 walkers, 2 walkers. 66, 67. Okay, so we got 3 walkers. We got 3 walkers. We got 67 and a 66 Kennedy. So we got 40%ers there. 90%ers there. And we got 3 Rosie Dimes, I think. All right, let's see. What years? Good God almighty. 64. 64, 64, 3, 1964, 90% dime. So you probably got an ounce of silver there, pretty close. Maybe even just a little bit more. Maybe just a little less. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. And then we got this one. This is all big silver, I think. This is all ounces, I think, maybe. I think this is auction stuff. This might be auction stuff here. I believe, maybe. And some of this may go on my table and it may get collected. Just depends. What do we got here? We got a, ooh, that's a really pretty one though. This is a 1993. Look at how pretty that 93 is. Man, oh man. Look at the cameo on that. Wow, man. That's really nice. So we got a 93 maple. Man, I don't think I have any look that good. This one here also. Really nice cameo. This is an 89. Oh, shit. Quit rolling around. That one is really nice looking too. Not as nice as the other one, but this one's starting to tone a little bit. That's really nice too. Man, oh man. Those are some decent coins right there. Those two are. Good God almighty. I turned you down. I turned you off. I'm going to turn you off. That's what I'm going to do. This goddamn thing pissing me off. That's what it's doing. There, power off, you son of a bitch. God, I hate them. I did get a lib, though. I did get a lib. What year is that? That's a 23. Oh, here's the other maple. This one's goat ram privy. This one I just added my collection because I think I have 2 of these already, but I don't think anybody else wanted it. I don't know. Or they didn't want it bad enough. It's got a ram privy. I'll take it. What the hell? I will take it. Nobody wants to bid against me. I'll take it. All right, here we go. We got a 23 lib. That's not bad. See you, Pedro. Back to work. Back to work. 23 lib. That one will go on the table. I'm not particularly fond of them. A lot of people are, but I'm not. I'll take the Canadian over the Mexican any day, except old Mexican. I like old Mexican. I do like old Mexican. So take that for what it is, but I like old Mexican coins. So old Mexican silver. Oh, here's the Iowa one. Ginger saved this one for me. U.S. State Silver Bar. It's got Indian on. And it's got a serial number. Come on. And of course, this one would be 001029 Iowa. I have another Iowa bar, but it's not this one. So that's kind of nice. I want to have this one goes in my stack too. That goes in my collection. Of course, I'm from Iowa, so I got to have Iowa stuff. That's just, it can't be any different than that. And we got one little package left in there. So we'll get that opened up now. I'm gonna go do my stuff. We have well, they have porta potties, and they rent them out. It's a business for large gatherings and towns and individuals, weddings, whatever. Porta potty, just a rental. And then they come out and clean them and restock them and suck them out and all that shit. Well, the guy that owns it used to live when I was in high school anyway. Him and his family used to live a mile and a half from us down on the gravel, and it was a good ales. And Ron owns the company. Ron's younger than me by I don't know how many years. Russ, he's at least 3 years younger than me. Rich was in my grade, so Rich was my age. Bob was my older brother's age, so then Bob, Rich, so Robert, Rich, Ralph, Russ, Ronnie, Reggie, Rodney, and Roxanne. I think that was all of them. One girl in the whole family. All right, what do we get in here? We got an IGR Bart. We got a little bit more gold. Always add a little gold. Always add a little gold. Half gram, whatever. Always adding a little. Always adding a little gold all the time, man. And that's got the little hollow seal on it right over there. So that's cool. Never saw that hollow seal on the side over there before. All right. So, and who did that? That Credit Suisse or whoever was doing that with a little hollow seal on their gold on the back. But now IGR is starting to do that also. And then I got a couple of slabs. And I wanted these simply because, now get this, I bought a 1/4 ounce gold. And I don't buy many 1/4 ounces, believe me. But this was the gold Baseball Hall of Fame, the glove that's curved like that on the one side, and then it's a baseball on the other side. 1/4 ounce gold. I bought it for my nephew, and he said, "Nah, I don't want it. It's too much money. I don't have the money." I said, I take payments. You can pay me over a 7-8 month period, however month. Give me $100 a month. And he hadn't made up his mind. So when Ginger came up with these, I bought them. Here's the NGC slab. This is 2014 D 50-cent Baseball Hall of Fame opening day releases, MS70. MS70. Got Liberty right there in the glove. And it's curved, if you notice. Look at that. And it's got the baseball on the other side. And it says, Old Eyes, United States of America, $50. So this is a coin. This is a coin. But this is a 1/2 ouncer right here. 1/2 ounce of silver. All right, now this one. And you see how thick this is? That's because, see, thick compared to the 1/2 ouncer. And the reason is because it's a cupped, concave, convex coin. This one is the 2014 P. This is a P, Philadelphia. What was this one? That was a Denver. This is a dollar coin. Baseball Hall of Fame, early issue. This is PF69, 2014 Ultra Cameo, though. That one, other one, that 1/2 ounce is just an MS79. This is an MS69 Ultra Cameo. So, yeah. And the Baseball Hall of Fame Commissioner Eddie Murray. I think that's who signed it. United States of America, $1. E pluribus unum. How thick that is. Yeah. Or is Eddie Murray the NGC mint or the NGC guy? I don't know why he would sign it on the put his name on the label up here with the Baseball Hall of Fame, but I don't know. And those will all go together as a set, folks. the ½ ounce silver, the 1 ounce silver, and the 1/4 ounce gold. I don't know if they made any more. I'm sure they did. And I will continue to look, but that's one, I think, United States mint that I will collect. Try and get all of them. I will try and get all of those. That's we'll put Iowa here. We'll put you up here. We'll put you up there, man. And we'll put the ½ ouncer up there with you. Look at that. Yeah, we'll put the bar there too, like that. Maybe we'll get some gold in here. Just like that. Constitutional. We got that lib in there. Here. Here's that other gold. We'll put some gold in the picture. Here's the other Canadian. There you go. Let's get some more Canadian stuff in there. Mine. This might go in my pile. Mine. Table. That's it. 2 for the table. No, 3 for the table. I got the dragon. Mine. Dragon. And the dog sled's mine. So, there you go, man. That's what we got. Now I got to go get a dog. All right, let's read chat here. Oh, you want to see what I did to my phone? I had it in my rear pocket, and me and my brother were moving an air compressor so we could weld it. And I was walking backwards, and I tripped on something, fell on my ass pretty hard. I have a Poetic phone protector. Look, I did the freaking screen on that. But it saved the phone. And that's the name of it right there. I got it off of Amazon, I think. Poetic. Poetic. And it's also got this little stand on it. You can stand it up. Just like that. It's not a bad case, guys. For 20, 22, 24 bucks, whatever it was. Not a bad case. And then the other thing I got today, and I had to have it, I ordered it from Amazon. It come real quick. I got a Toshiba 2 terabyte standalone hard drive. I got too many pictures on a computer and my phone. I got to start putting them on a hard drive. I got to free up space on my phone. So, all right, there you go. That's what we got. Yes, Mrs. Coinker, I know, but that's the first time I had to use it. Most of the time, I do not have these things in my pocket. It would have been sitting on the bench or in my truck, but just happened to that day have it in my pocket. You know, not all can be allergenic. Oh, what? Well, I'm currently allergic to nail polishes. I got the finger infection. I try to paint them. Maybe that's what caused your fingers to become injured in the first place. Have you ever thought of that? I thought of that. I think your body is allergic to that stuff, and maybe it's not all nail polish, but that certain brand or that certain color. I mean, you could do some experimentation and find out, but might be just that manufacturer, might be just that color, might be just that brand. That's really hard to say unless you did some experimentation, but yeah. All right, Miss Cranker, you taking antibiotics at this point right now? Well, it could be the green dye, or it could be just that brand of nail polish. But obviously, I think it's something in one of the ingredients in the nail polish. And it might be just that particular manufacturer brand, or it might be that color. Because what's the chemical they use for green? I can't remember. I have to look at my fireworks roster. But there are certain metals you put in to fireworks, make them different colors. So, and antifungal. So it's a fungal infection. That don't make sense. So has the antifungal cured it? Or the openings, like the cracks in your fingers, are they healed up now? Or are they still open? Ah. Well, another thing, and I don't know how deep you want to go or how much money you want to spend, but what are your thumbnails and fingernails made of? Collagen, right? Same as your hair, because it keeps growing after your body ceases to be. Your hair and your nails keep growing for a while. Some of the skin's dead. Well, that'll eventually be replaced by new skin, but they say if you take antibiotics, you should also take probiotics at the same time. You should always take probiotics. Gut health is your health. Dude. My gut health is crap because I got a case of diverticulitis and I had a, what do they call it on the side of your colon? A cyst or a growth on the side of my colon. And they had to go in and put a drain in that before they could go in and do the surgery for the colon. So I had a drain, a bag on the outside of my body for pinned on the inside of my shirt for a month, I suppose, 3 weeks, month. And then I had to go back in and they took 10 inches out of my colon, the infected part. So not any, but all. Most of them, I would say, most of them. And any is like saying all of anything. So I try to stay away from that and say most of the time, yes, you're right. What do you mean you were a guinea pig? Because they didn't know what the hell was happening? Nobody took a test? Nobody took a skin sample and sent it into the lab? The fuck? That doesn't make sense. Jeez. I hate medicine. I hate new medicine. Anyway, yeah, that's just me. All right, that's just me. Here, you want to see my ugly mug? Let's go ugly mug. Ugly mug. All right, very good. Ugly mug. All right, yeah, gut health is very important. I can tell you right now, what do I take for a probiotic? I'm not even sure I do. I keep my guts pretty well cleaned out, though. Eat a lot of sriracha. Not a lot, some sriracha sauce and some McElhaney's hot sauce. Still love McElhaney's hot sauce. I'm sorry. It's just a military thing. You get McElhaney's hot sauce, the little bottles, miniature bottles, you get them in MREs. So it makes them edible. And I used to carry a big bottle of McElhaney's in my rucksack. Not everybody, but a lot of people did because it made MREs edible. So we just, and I remember on one jump, my ruck landed on a rock or something, fucking broke the whole bottle of hot sauce all over my shit. That wasn't a good field exercise. I hated that, man. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do take a skin sample when you went in there for that. They probably, oh, well, she got dermatitis or whatever, so they gave you an antibiotic. And then when the antibiotic didn't work and it was making it worse, then they had to start thinking. But I would have had them take a skin sample right away and send it to lab just to see what the hell. Yeah, dandelions are pretty good for anything. The only thing you can't eat on dandelions is the stem. And you eat the flowers, eat the leaves, you eat the roots. And it's one of the first nectar sources that honeybees or pollinators have in the springtime. I mean, they do get, if you live near a bunch of maple trees or a bunch of trees, period, they're all trees sap to a certain extent, but that's the first nectar. If they're out of the hive by then, that's the first nectar they get in the spring, and then dandelions when they come up. That's why we feed sugar water to the bees, or even brood builder patties, which are a sugar patty with medicine in the springtime, is to build up the brood and to give them food between when they come out of the hive in the spring when it's warm enough and when the nectar starts flowing, sap and dandelions come on. So you have to they have to have some food in between there. So, and then between the sap and dandelions, and there has to be some food in there for them. And then once the flowers start blooming in the ditches and everywhere, then they got nectar sources you quit feeding. But both of my hives died this winter. I am not going to order any more hives because I have a nephew-in-law who raises bees also, and he's just down the road about 8 miles. So I will buy my honey from him now. People used to buy it from me. Now I'll buy it from him. I don't want to do the work anymore. I'm too old. Look at those arms. They're not made for lifting anymore. So, and I would show you my back, but you get grossed out. But the back is not made for lifting anymore. It's broken. Sorry, just broken. Yeah, spicy stuff when I was young, man, I could eat the hottest shit you could imagine, and I loved it. Now, not so much. Sriracha sauce is not really hot to me. It's hot to my wife, but it's not to me. Sriracha sauce is just flavoring. And McElhaney's hot sauce, it's got a little tang to it, but man, I love the taste. So I'll put up with a little inconvenience. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Go out this spring and get a bunch of flowers and deep fat fry them. They're good. Or you can put them in a salad too if you want. And the young leaves, not the real old ones. Um, get the young leaves, young leaves. And if you want, dig dandelion root, because dandelion root got a long root. Dig some dandelion root, dry it, grind it, powder it. Um, Put it in teas, put it in food where you're cooking, soups, you name it. Dandelion root's good for you. It's like cattail. You can eat the whole cattail, basically, at different times of the year. So, let's see. Daily dandelion, aloe vera. Yep. Aloe vera is good for your skin. Your spelling sucks? I don't care. I usually can make out what you're trying to say. Like Frostbite says, I'm not a grammar Nazi. So I am when it comes to using words like uh, irregardless. God, I hate that. Man, I will I will correct you on the spot if you use that word. In my daily. Friggin', I don't know what you're talking about. My 35-year-old aloe vera are so important in my daily as it has matured and produces broccoli. Are you talking about your garden producing broccoli? Because broccoli and aloe vera are two different plants. I don't know what you're talking about. Freaking awesome. Yeah, I always, instead of two W's, I always put an E in there. I don't know why. I just do. Took me a long time to not put an A in freaking. So I got the freaking part right now. The awesome part I got to work on. Weird name. Like Goomba. I got to look that up. Not saying you're wrong. I just don't know that. So I have to look that up. But that's interesting. Hey, Bell Forger. Good, good, good. Well, we opened some packages. I'm excited about a couple of things. That those maple leaves are wonderful, especially the old ones. But what's the neatest piece up here? I think the neatest piece I got was this one from Sorcerer Stan, the dog sled, a Canadian dog sled. That is a good looking coin. Well, that or it's either this one or yeah, I can set it up like this too. And set that up like that. It's either that or I like the channel round that I got. Where'd I put it? Oh, my channel round's up here. Because I sent the 925 in for this. I had some scrap 925, had over an ounce. So I sent it to Ginger. I said, you can melt that and make me a channel round. And then stamp it on the back 101. That's the neat part right there. It's stamped 101. Right over there on the side. Right up above my thumb. Right there, 101. That's one of the neat ones I got today. But this one also is kind of neat. And it's not silver. It's copper. I watched him pour this one, I think, when he went live. I think this was a Wednesday morning pour, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the fangs, man. The teeth. And underneath the chin back in there. I like that pour. That's a pretty nice pour there. And I like the old where is it? Over here. Yeah, the old SGS 4-leaf clover stamp. I don't know, maybe you can see that 4-leaf clover. Oh, focus. Oh, Lord. I don't know why cameras do this. There. See the SGS and the 4 leaves of the 4-leaf clover, and then each leaf has got SGS in it. That's a cool pour. I don't care what anybody says. I like copper. I like copper. So yeah, we got some neat stuff. We got some neat stuff, that's for sure. And then I got magnets. I got stickers. I got those two, whatever the hell they are, I don't know. I'll put them in a sticker book with the other stickers. And I got the COAs. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, that was cool. We got I think we got some really neat stuff today. Time is it? 12:43. Yeah, I gotta go down and get puppy. So all right, I better end this and go down and get Holly. She will be so happy to see me. That dog just needs to be around people more. She needs to be around people more. And she's housebroken. I bring her in the house. And the reason I go down and let her out during the middle of the day so she take a pee. But then I bring her up here and I have a rope out there at the shop. So I just clip her there. And she's, like a 20, 30-foot rope she can run around in. And, or come in the shop if I got the door open. Or if she's here in the house with me. And I got a basket of toys because my daughters bring their dogs over. So not a big deal. She's actually a pretty good dog when she settles down. She's a little excitable, and I understand that because she didn't get to see people all day. So, aloe broccoli. All right, I would like to see that. That's neat, man. I did not know that. Something I did not know. 69 years old and did not know that. I don't know how to do that. How do I do that? I don't know how I do that. Do I do it over here? Channel level settings. I don't know. What is this? That is. All right, let me see here. Community moderation. I think maybe that's it. Let me see. I'll go there. Add a moderator. Add managing moderator. Add a managing moderator. Standard moderator. Okay, who? Oh, I gotta go back. Freaking is your what is your channel logo? What does your channel logo look like? It's just purple, right? Okay, very good. I will add you as a standard moderator. All right. That should pop up sometime here. I don't know. How do I know that? Well, I mean, did it happen? I don't know. I added you. Channel dashboard. Latest poll, reach subscribers. Okay, hold up. I'm looking, man. I don't know how to do this shit, so. It looks like they removed another one of my videos. Fucking assholes. All right, so I'm gonna do this right here, and I'm gonna go back to that again to do that. That was up here. Yep. Okay. Community moderation. I may have to. I don't know. I may have to make you a. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put you on here as a. I'll put you on there as a managing moderator. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, they took down my they took down a damn video again. I gotta find out what the fuck is wrong. All right, I made you managing moderator. I don't know. But maybe it takes after I end this one and then do the next one. I don't know. All right, I tried. I don't know how to do it otherwise. Ah, okay. My phone is so full. That's why my phone is so full. It's actually showing red on the chip and the phone. So I gotta download some shit. I gotta do that this afternoon. Figure out how to do it. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this. I gotta go down and get puppy dog. So we'll see you later. Okay. Bye. Hey ya.